I'm going to show you the easiest way to make coins this weekend during Serie A team of the season. But before we jump into that, I need to show you the easiest way for you to get some coins. If you guys are looking for the cheapest and most reliable coins on the market, make sure to head over to utnice.com and use code CHIEF for 6% off at checkout. Now let's go ahead and jump right into this video. All right, boys. So jumping into this trading method, this is the best trading method every Friday and Saturday during team of the season, any popular promo, anything like that when we're getting tons of pack supply. And a lot of you may know it. It is the fodder filter. So all you're going to do here is you're going to set your quality to gold rare, minimum bid price here to 700, maximum bid price to 5,400, and minimum buy now to 10,250. So it's a relatively simple filter. So what does this filter do exactly? So obviously you're going to get only gold rare cards back. You're going to get cards that have a low bid price but a high buy now. So essentially this is going to give you, because the minimum buy now is 10,250, it's only going to give you really like higher rated cards, 84, 85 rated and higher, but cards that have really low bids below 5,400 here. And if we go ahead and search, as you can see, lowest card you're seeing is an 84 Hernandez there, and you just have a bunch of fodder, 85, 86, 87 cards in here. So why does this filter work? How are we going to win these cards for cheap? Basically, every single weekend during team of the season and any promo really, you're going to get lightning rounds, which is basically EA release a bunch of packs. They're limited time, 50Ks, 100Ks, 125Ks, which means there's tons of supply on the market at the same time. So what happens is tons of people get fodder cards in these packs and they just start listing them up for open bid here. And as you'll see, a bunch of these will just get down to the end of the hour, and it'll essentially just be a bidding war between a ton of people that are trying to win these fodder cards for cheap. And you will be absolutely shocked when you do this filter with how easy it is to pick cards up for good deals. So essentially, all this method is you're going to set up this filter, you're going to search, and then you're just going to sit there and bid on cards and try to win them for cheap. So how do we know if a card is a good deal? What price should we pick them up at? Things like that. So what I like to do when I'm doing this method is I like to have the Footbin cheapest buy rating page open. So what that is if you just look up Footbin cheapest buy rating here, it'll basically show you the cheapest cards in each rating. So what that allows me to do is if I just sit there with this open and I say, for example, I have Trent Alexander-Arnold, an 87 rated card that I'm bidding on, I can just quickly glance. Alexander-Arnold will probably go a little over 15K here because that's generally what 87s are going for, but he's probably a pretty popular one. So I get a general idea of the price they're selling at, and then what I like to do is my general rule of thumb is try to pick these cards up for 10% under what they sell for. So, for example, if a card sells for 15K, 10% of that is 1,500. So I want to pick him up for 15,000 minus 1,500, which is 13.5K. So that's my general overview of how I do this filter. You got the filter, you know how I look at cards prices, what price I pick them up at, then it just comes down to actually doing it. So I picked up a card as an example here. I got this Verratti on bid right before the video, and on Footbin, he sells for 15,000 coins. So again, I was trying to pick him up for 13.5K or less, ended up getting him for 10,750 there. So we're going to lose 750 on tax here. So I'm going to make 3,500 coins on this card alone here, which is great profit. And this is even at a time when this filter isn't good. When you're seeing this video and in like the hours after, it's not going to be that great today. When this filter is at its peak, like I mentioned, is Friday and Saturday when we have a promo, because lightning rounds and all that supply just means there's so many cards on the market and not enough people bidding on these that the amount of deals you'll get is crazy. You'll be getting cards for literally discard price. I did this on stream maybe a couple weeks ago, and I got multiple Immobiles for literally discard price. I was picking up 87s for like 4K. It's honestly ridiculous on the weekends when you get that supply. It's doable during the week. I know a lot of people do this consistently as like their main trading method. It's very doable. You can use it whenever. It's just going to be far better on those weekends when we get that supply and whatnot. And again, you can't always just go off of Footbin. A lot of times you are going to have to check prices, and you can't just go off of Footbin cheapest by rating. Because, for example, Bonucci goes more than some other 85s, and like Bernardo Silva is gonna go for more than some other 86s. Like for example, 86s are like 10K ish, but Bernardo Silva goes for 11.5K. So sometimes you have to check individual players' prices and things like that. But at the end of the day is a very simple method. All you're gonna do is try and bid on cards for cheap. The filter is really the only thing you need to know how to do, and you can see Verratti has sold as well. But guys, that's gonna be it for this video. If you did enjoy it, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.